Yo, what's going on, guys? So I got a guide for Mohg, the Lord of Blood. He's a later boss. He's one of the tougher fights. You could access him in two ways, either by doing the White Mask Varies quest line, and he's going to give you the Pure Blood Knight's Medal, but probably going to be underranked at that time. So I suggest looting the area and then getting out, and then coming back when you can get access it the second way, which is through a portal in the consecrated Shunning-Grounds, I believe it's called, and you'll probably be high enough ranked to take them on. So right now I'm 151. I'm pretty good. My setup was the heavy dismounter, fully upgraded to 25. It's a curved greatsword. I always like to go with like a big curved greatsword. Nothing super special, like overpowered weapons that are real popular online. Like you'll see the videos like this weapon's OP and then they destroy bosses in like 3 shots. I just like to use something normal. I got the Bloodhound Step on it, which is a spear, like an Ash of War that you pick up from Lenny's Rise and Callet from a Knight's Cavalry, and it was super helpful because these later bosses, they freaking move so fast, the camera can't even keep up. They go off camera, they're hitting you from behind. Before you get up, they're hitting you from the other direction. So the roll just wasn't cutting it for me. I do feel like I'm a little cheating with it, but it just makes things a lot more fair because the bosses can move at freaking 100 miles per hour with, you know, unlimited stamina. So you gotta have something. My gear, I got the Radahn's helm, and then I got the Bull Goat armor. I do use the Shard of Alexander here, but I don't need it for my Ash of War, so I switch it out with the Stalwart Horn Charm, which is going to give me some protection from all the blood loss. And then another huge thing is you need this, go back and show you, this Purifying Crystal Tear from, you get that from Eleanor. She invades you at the Second Church of Marika, or Marika, in the Altus Plateau. I don't know what sets it off. She's going to invade you at some point. Just keep going back if you don't have it. At a certain stage in the game, she's going to come, and you add that to your Wondrous Physic with a combination with whatever else you want. I got the one that protects you from a big shot, gives you that little bubble, opaline something. That's super helpful for these big bosses because they could one-shot you or two-shot you. Alright, so I showed you where, or I will show you where that grace site of grace is. It's like right in the middle. Luckily those enemies don't come after you unless you bother them. I'll show you right here. The midpoint. And this is all underground. The Mogh Dynasty Mausoleum. Alright, so this guy, the first phase I was just talking about, he's going to hit you with 3 rings that are like curses. So you want to make sure you take a sip of that physic before the second phase starts, or it's not going to matter. He's going to do huge health loss on you. You're going to have to take 3 big sips of your flask of Crimson Tears. See how the Bloodhound Step, it just gives me so much more time and space. He's still going to catch me with a bunch of big shots. It's frustrating, but like right there, I should not have got caught by that. Shouldn't have got caught by that. But the Bloodhound Step's just like the roll in terms of it's not consistent. Like you feel like you're hitting the button, and then he's not moving. You're like, what the freak? You're like, you know, you'd be slamming the button, and he's just not moving. And then other times you'll hit it, but then you'll get hit, and then he'll do it after you wanted him to do it, and you're like, no, not anymore. And it's like, so with that Ash of War, I was able to get some good hits in and to stun him. And you could, when you fight him enough, you could really start to see when he's about to do that curse, which is going to leave him open. So when his health gets real low, he's going to do it just right 2 in a row if his health is low, and then you can get a bunch of free shots. And so I took a drink of the physic so you can see that I'm getting protected from the curse. If I didn't have that, he would have just took away all my health. So get behind him before he's going to fly off. You want to get behind him and get those shots in because he's going to swing his sword before he flies off. He's going to do some big damage. So you can see he almost got me there. If you could survive this flurry, you're good. Accidentally crouching because I suck. I don't know what I was thinking there. I just stood there like an idiot. Like I said, I feel like I'm hitting that Bloodhound Step sometimes. I was still getting used to using that over the roll, so I felt like I was hitting it and it just wasn't just standing there. See how you still got me. I suck. So right here, it helped. I get behind him really quick, get some good shots in. So it was, like I said, it was just super helpful. The blood loss is really bad. I ran out of the little bulbs that you use to cure blood loss, and I didn't feel like gathering up any more ingredients, so I wasn't using them. But if you have them, you definitely want to have them in your pouch for quick use. And then you want to stay away from the ground, because it's a real pain in the ass when you're trying to watch out for a big shot, and if you walk over the flames, you get staggered a little bit. Then it's like just that little bit of distraction is going to get you caught by a big shot, and then or a combo like that. And it takes away a lot more health. When he throws it out, that's bullshit. That takes away so much health, and it has so much range. And then this trident he has crazy range, and these big arching swings are just insane. You gotta fight him a bunch of, if you're gonna do melee, I'll say, you gotta fight him a bunch of times to really get the timing. Like, that's so hard to. He even holds it up in the air for like 5 seconds. It was just like forever in Elden Ring's timing, because you're just sitting there waiting, and you're trying to wait for the perfect time to roll or to get out of the way, and it's like, oh no, and then he even tracks you. So you'll roll too quick, and he'll turn his whole body and bring it down on you and just follow you wherever you go. It's fucking like super. And then he pulls that up, so you got to watch for the. You think you're good for a free shot there, and he pulls it up, and you got. And then so he's getting me with all the cheesy moves right here. I got pretty lucky. There was like 3 or 4 times where I lost, and he literally had like 1 hit left, and he was dead, and he got me. I was so pissed. So at the end here, I haven't been upgrading the mind for my FP, so I run out of FP, so I can't do the Bloodhound step, so I got to rely on old-fashioned rolling, and I'm trying to be more tentative, and I only got 1 sip of flask left. I was being pretty what's the word? I was using them, a lot. I don't. You always want to have full health when a big boss fight, because if they hit you with a big shot, you want to make sure it doesn't just take you out. You don't want to, take any chances with half health. Alright, so I got him there. It was a big relief. It's the best feeling when you beat a boss by yourself, without any help. And I'll show you where to power up the Great Rune, the same spot where you powered up his brother Morgh. I've seen a lot of people saying like Spirit Ashes is cheating and all that, summoning is cheating. Yes and no. I don't mind it, but I feel like you're cheating yourself, because the boss fights mean so much more if you just do it by yourself and you don't just cheat. Like, every video on YouTube now is how to cheese this boss, how to easily win this fight. It's like, what's the point of freaking playing if you're just going to take every cheap tactic and win, If you take the time and you learn all their moves, and it takes you like a half hour to beat them, it just means a lot more. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. If I missed anything, let me know. Any comments. See you guys later.